Hey everyone, we are your YouTube teachers for the day. My name is Danny Kim.
I'm David Kim from DKDKTV. And last week we saw your K-culture adventure videos, and today we're going to review your K-pop videos.
I'm excited and so should you be because we're teaching you everything from editing, how to film, making thumbnails, and fancy titles.
Everything about being an online content creator.
The rules for up
And down
are same as last week. We'll pick the topic for each week. You make the videos on the topic, and we'll pick the best videos out of all your submissions.
So while we're watching your videos, if we see anything praiseworthy, we'll put up the up sign, and if we see anything that needs improvement, we'll put up the down sign.
The video with the better score will win this week's up
and down.
And now we will reveal the theme for this week's episode of Up and Down K-pop!
We've received a lot of K-pop videos from everyone asking to be on the show, and here's the highlights from those videos.
Welcome to Sambo Gameland. Let's go.
풍선 엮였어 KTX just dropped me off Send a text on Kakao Talk Sambo
예쁘게 부르냐 잘 부르냐가 중요한데요. 이리 오너라.
Que les haya gustado.
Bye bye.
Anhão, olá! Então eu posso me referir como a pessoa brasileira. E você tá bem, aí eu digo tchau!
Coming up on your shit I ain't had nothing to eat And I'm thinking that I'm about to snap Hangry Luckily I got a lead Know exactly what I need Is some samgyeopsal and a lettuce wrap Say
Why is K-pop so popular around the world?
I think K-pop is popular.
My name is Jeremiah Walton. I'm from.
The reason that I think K-pop
And send me videos. Thank you.
외로움이 가득히 내 운명 갱갈 Just let me
Hola, ¿quieres ver a los chicos hermosos? ¿Cómo te llamas? Y ahora vamos a ver.
Pero destruida.
Bye.
Wow, those are some great videos, guys. Thank you so much for your submissions. Now we will choose the two videos to go head to head on up
and down. So we'll now watch these videos and decide whose choice was better. So this is the video I choose. It's called Why is K-pop so popular? I'm very interested in this topic as well as K-pop YouTubers, so let's dive into the video. Okay, so up, he's directly putting up a question, why is K-pop so popular around the world? That is very interesting and it gets you into the video.
I'm gonna put a down on this. Okay, way too many jump cuts. I use jump cuts a lot too. But I'm not a big fan of like chopping every single word of the sentence.
Oh, he has some nice graphics going around.
Up.
Very smooth, very professional. Oh, and that transition.
Oh, transition.
Wow,
nice
smooth.
transition.
Love the B-rolls and all the
Oh, this is the Marvel
intros.
transition.
Yeah.
Up. Okay, I like this.
And also, I really like his background.
Hi, my name is Melanie.
He did the interviews. This is definitely up. He took a lot of effort in interviewing these people across the world. We don't even do that.
I do that sometimes.
I don't do that.
That's a down for you. So maybe he could have made the subtitles pop up a little bit more because right now it seems a little messy, like the white and the little gray background doesn't go well with the pink. So in my opinion, it should be in like a darker tone. So both up and down for this. I love that he got so many creators and so many people to talk about the topic. But at the same time, it's so overwhelming that he got literally like more than 10 people. So we have to sit through like a whole talk about why K-pop is popular. I respect that, but at the same time, the video can get a little boring. So
you clicked on why is K-pop popular video.
Yeah.
So you expect a lot of content about.
So that's why I said both up and down. Oh, I love the fact that he's summarizing the points that were made by the people, and he's doing this mid-roll, I don't know, this summarization. That's very good delivery for the people that are watching the video.
And another up for the background. Now, I know it kind of looks like he just shot it in his room, but I can tell from the framing of this that he actually set up the props there. This is not like him just turning on the camera and going. He definitely took care about what looks good in the background.
And also something's going around in the TV in the back. And that might be a little distracting, but in this case, I think
like
it's
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So like it's definitely more interesting. Oh, I like that he's interacting directly with the audience. He's like talking to them and saying them to revisit and like the video and all that kind of stuff. He's a pro.
And he's cute at the end. He has some personality.
Oh, and that covering the camera.
Oh,
technique.
a nice end screen. Is that you? Oh,
nice end screen.
Really good.
He's a pro. That's why I chose him.
I think he's on our level.
But one thing in general, I think the duration of the video, it kind of got loose in the middle because there was a little bit too much repetitive talking, and it would have been better if it was a little bit more concise. Overall, I think it was a very high quality video. The atmosphere, the interviews, and his summaries and stuff like that was all amazing. But at the same time, I feel like the duration of the video could have been a little shorter. It would have been better if he summarized it a little faster rather than being redundant. So I think that's a point to improve, but other than that, it's amazing.
So this is a music video. Now, this is not typically our field of work. We never really do that stuff, but I just liked how much effort he put into it. He made his own song, and then he went to the place to shoot the music video, and I think it's pretty well shot.
Okay.
So let's enjoy this music video. Okay, Sambo. 10 p.m. at Sambo.
It's Busan.
Okay, Busan.
Busan represent.
Down. I'm a down for this.
Wait, what's that? What's
this filter effect? I don't really
Hey, it looks
like.
hip.
I don't really
Okay,
like.
conflicting opinions.
I like the slow-mo. If you listen to the music, it actually kind of fits into the B-roll that he's putting out there.
Okay, I respect the music video and all, but I can't erase the fact that it's a little low budget. So
Of course it's low budget.
I know, but it could have been better. Like if it's a music video, you know.
But he used a lot of different effects, like speed ramping there. Did you see that?
Yeah,
that's pretty good. And slow-mo, you know, like he uses a lot of different styles of shots, which I think makes it really interesting compared to the fact that it's just shot in one location. Down here because he's out of focus half the time.
Oh.
Right? Come on, keep
a little
stay in
bit more
focus,
professionalism.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, down. That's it.
Wow, that was
That's
short.
it. That was short.
Up
Oh
and
no,
down.
no, we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. He ain't getting. Oh.
So these are like the ending
NGs.
NGs.
I
like that. I like
yeah,
that.
I like that. I think that adds character to it, so that's definitely an up. Overall, I think this is a really great video. I personally didn't expect a music video to come out of our submissions, but I enjoy the fact that he actually went to the place and showed perhaps a side of Korea that's not typically shown too much in videos. So I know this category is K-pop. I guess this necessarily isn't K-pop in the typical sense, but I think like, you know, he's doing music in Korea, so that's K-pop.
It can be called K-pop.
He's showing Sambo 오락실, like which is famous in Busan, right?
Yeah, Seomyeon area.
I enjoy the fact that he uses so many different filming techniques and editing techniques to keep it interesting. I think this is the most technically advanced submission we had so far on this show.
Okay. Well, I really like the fact that he had a storyline and lyric according to footages itself. Like the lyrics were really true to the footages.
Right.
Like it was kind of direct, like one-dimensional,
right.
but at the same time, it's very easy to follow and entertaining to watch. So I really liked his energy as well. Like he didn't have any embarrassment in front of the public or anything.
No.
So yeah, I enjoyed it.
And maybe take down the mask after Corona.
Well, we don't know if it was during Corona.
But if it's a lip sync, we really like to see your lips. I know it's Corona, so it's what you did what you had to do, but yeah. We rounded up the scores, and now it's time to announce the winner.
The winner is Kenji! Woo! Congratulations, Kenji. Your video was amazing. It was super high quality, and I can't wait to see what you come up with next.
Now it's time to answer your questions you guys have sent us this week.
Number 1, what would be some important points to consider when making a K-pop reaction video? First of all, I feel like energy is most important. You really want to transcend your energy through the screen so that viewers can also get energetic and happy with you. And also, it's always good to add some expertise or extra value to the video. People don't want to see videos of you going off like, wow, this is amazing, like those generic comments for 5 minutes straight. They want to hear your opinions about it. They want to hear your criticism. They want to hear what kind of cultural context context or extra value you can bring to the table. For example, for us, we try to bring the Korean cultural context. For other reactors, dissect the music videos by videography or musical quality and stuff like that. So there are diverse ways to analyze a K-pop music video. So I feel like that's going to be a very great K-pop reaction video.
And one more thing, this really bothers me whenever I see this happen in reaction channels in general. This is like basic videography. Consider your line of sight, because I see a lot of reaction channels where, see, they're looking down here. Their laptop is here, they're looking down, but the video is like behind them on this side. So you're looking this way, but the video that you're reacting to when you're editing in post, you put it here, then that doesn't make sense, right? So that kind of really bugs me whenever I see reaction channels do that. And a ton of them do that. So please don't do that. Yeah, that's not good. Number 2, how do you use K-pop stars' images or videos? Do you have any copyright issues? Well, yes, we do have a lot of copyright issues, unfortunately. Technically, it's very gray. Well, it's not really even gray. You're technically using other people's copyrighted material. So in a sense, you are violating a lot of copyright policies of YouTube. However, try to get around it by saying it's fair use. Sometimes companies will be okay with that, sometimes not. Generally, the policy among K-pop, they don't take your video down, but instead they just demonetize you. They will take your revenues, but they won't take your video down. So if you want exposure, if you want to talk about K-pop, commentate on it while using the music and the music videos, it's fine. They will just take your money that you earn from that video, but your video won't be, gone from YouTube. So just don't expect you to make money off of it.
And for using K-pop images, I would say it's okay to use images that you've Googled, but sometimes there are images that have watermarks from certain fan sites and fan cams and stuff like that. So maybe you might be tackled with some issues regarding those images. So try to search images that are watermark free or that are on the official entertainment company's site or stuff like that. Number 3, how should I tag or title K-pop content? Do I need to use sensational wording? Well, I don't know about sensational, but it's always good to have some eye-catching words, something like the most, the best, amazing, stuff like that, that will get your audience hooked on into the title. It's very blurry on what's considered clickbait or not, but if you can use a little bit of clickbait, it's always good to boost your views to some extent, but don't go so far as if you're stating something entirely false or stuff like that. Just try to be safe in that little area. And also, it's extremely important to actually include the group's name or the member's name in the title, obviously, because that's going to be the keyword. It's going to be appearing in the search results. So that's a huge thing you should consider.
Number 4, I would like my content to be promoted more. Is there a platform or community where I could promote my content globally other than YouTube? I think if you're a K-pop fan, the #1 platform is Twitter. A lot of K-pop fans use Twitter as their main platform, and since you're making K-pop videos, you should be where your audience is at. So for example, for us, we make videos for YouTube mainly. However, we re-edit them so that they can fit in the Twitter format and make them short, like 1-minute highlight clips, so that people can consume them easily on Twitter. And we approach them in a different manner than the typical YouTube video. We make them very retweetable. We make them, concise, easy to understand the information, and very easy to spread and become viral. So those are one of the main platforms that we focus on other than YouTube. Another thing is Instagram. I personally find that Instagram has a little bit less of a spreadability, viralness to it than Twitter, because Twitter, once you retweet, those tweets are going all over other people's news feeds. Instagram is not as easy to do that, but still Instagram is a very popular platform right now, so definitely consider those 2 other communities as part of your main social media portfolio. We've taken a look at your videos so far, but we make a lot of K-pop videos ourselves too. In fact, we make 3 videos a week, and we picked a video that could be a model answer for you guys.
So this video is about why Jungkook's hand was zoomed in during the music awards, which is, some people might not relate to the subject because it's very K-pop-ish, but I feel like that's a reason to make these kind of videos, because these K-pop fandoms want to know these specific detailed stuff, and those are what you should target. So that's why I made this video, and it got like 800k views. So pretty nice, right? So let's go on into the video. This scene is a very iconic and So first of all, I start off with the footages, the actual footages of Jungkook, because nobody wants to see our faces. They want to see BTS's faces. And I admit that I might have blurred out the Mnet, the M Countdown, logos and stuff.
Actually,
I should
didn't.
Yeah, I should have done that. So maybe be careful on that because you might get copyright striked. But anyways, I'm trying to grab attention with these footages and trying to build up with all those Twitter announcements and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is really nice editing, I would say.
I only did cuts.
Cuts are important. That's the basic of editing.
Well, what I would try to improve myself here is maybe add some subtitles because some people don't really, fully listen to the audio. I admit that maybe some subtitles would have helped, but overall, when I'm making these kind of documentary type of videos, I try to emphasize some points with those, popping up subtitles and stuff, and using voiceover with narrations and stuff, which a lot of documentary videos go with that format, right? Which is pretty good.
Yes.
So what's important about these videos is that the video itself is very long. So in order to make people stay in their chairs and watch this video until the end, actually comment about that in the beginning of the video. Like stay put until the end of the video because it gets spicy at the end, stuff like that.
And I like the fact that just from seeing this video, it's very fast paced. And also there's a lot of movement, right? Even if you're using a static picture, you're using movement. So like it's zooming into the picture. It's like the picture's moving out, like to the left or something like that. So it keeps it a lot more interesting than showing just a slideshow.
Right.
And I like that aspect of it.
And also, like, this is content-wise, but when you're talking about a K-pop specific topic, it's always good to provide some kind of cultural or historical background that might back up your statements about that K-pop phenomenon. So that's what I did here. I went on into the history of tattoos. Then I went on into the subject on why Jungkook's tattoos were not showed on media. So it's always good to give that kind of expertise or cultural context.
This is actually a really interesting video, even as a Korean person. And I like the fact that you put your face there. I think that this is kind of important because like these voiceover videos, it's very easy to lose your personality in these. So to give the viewers a point of reference into like who you actually are, and by putting your face out there, it makes you seem like you're a character too. So I like that aspect, and I think you did a great job. Why am I? What?
I'm so touched.
Up!
Wow. And for these, like, like legal terms, like these laws and stuff,
Right.
I know it's all boring. So what I do here is I speed up my tone in 2x, and that so people can just read through the text and or pause it or whatever they want to do, and then just go through it.
Personally, I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, really?
I think that speeding up the speech, it makes it seem a little less serious.
Oh.
It makes it seem comedic. I mean, when you're talking about comedic stuff, then it's okay. But when you're talking about some serious legal stuff, then I think using that effect would not be the best thing to do. But I respect your choice.
Take it.
Yeah.
No take. So a lot of people might wonder why I use like this basic font. The reason I use this is because first of all I'm lazy, but just to try to justify my usage of it, it's like on YouTube there's this like pop culture-ish, meme-ish, kind of vibes going on, and all for these documentary videos, there's like these. I don't know if you've seen them, but like Bill Wirtz, like very famous documentary videos that have this comedic vibe. They use like those very basic fonts on purpose just to like give some funny aspect to it. I never really took care about fonts, but maybe if you have the time to put more effort in fonts, then it would be better.
But I think what's important is the fonts, they have to fit the video, right? So just because you're using Arial or just because you're using, say, like Comic Sans, which is considered the worst font in the world, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not right for your video. If your video asks for a Comic Sans, then that's what you get. That's what you bring. And I think here in this case, your video, it seems like on the borderline of serious investigation, also with a lot of pop culture and just lighthearted, talk about tattoos. So I think the mix of Ariel was not too bad. I don't think it was really out of place. I'm complimenting David more than I've ever complimented him in the total of 3-4 years we've been
That's
together.
what makes a good team.
I like this show.
Yeah. And this is the part I actually appear, and I have to make this video mine. So like I'm just doing some investigative journalism here, just to. I don't. I don't actually state my opinion or my alleged thoughts on it. I actually go in depth and actually get a music producer who has the knowledge behind it. So the reason I was in the car and stuff with the dim light was because I wanted to make that dark, eerie, investigative vibe. I tried to put that effort that I'm actually trying to dig into something with an insider, try to get those vibes there. And that way the viewers actually appreciate that because you're putting extra effort into that and you seem like you're actually watching an investigative show. So that's what I tried to do there. And I customized my logo like parodying Dispatch, which is an investigative journal.
Paparazzi.
Paparazzi. Yeah, but anyways, that was the fun aspect of it, and that's why I made that kind of scene.
I don't like the design on that font. That looks out of place.
Well, that's Sarah, but that's our editor. But,
okay, I'm sorry. But see, like, I think the problem here is that it kind of is a totally different tone compared to the rest of the video. And I think that's fine, but I think you could have pulled it off where maybe you weren't inside of some car.
I try to make it like Dispatch. I try to make it like an investigative journalism thing, but okay.
Why are you hiding?
If you feel
Why
like
are you hiding in the car?
Okay.
There's no reason for you to hide. Why are you hiding?
Give me some compliments for the effort.
Yes,
you know? Try to make
great
that
effort. It's way more effort than I ever put in my YouTube channel. So I appreciate the fact that you even called a music show producer, probably the music show producer, right?
Yeah.
One thing though, I think you should have included some maybe B-roll.
Oh, yeah.
Or some pictures or
Right.
some infographics to supplement with this scene, because right now I'm looking at you sitting in the parking lot for like freaking 3 minutes.
Agreed.
It's kind of getting boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So guys, put some B-rolls in your like whole footage of talking about blah blah blah.
And
for
if you
20
want to
minutes.
get really fancy, mix these kind of interviews between the actual entire video. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
good
so
advice.
don't have like, okay, now this is the interview section, 3-minute interview. No, what you do is you cut up that interview into like 30-second segments, and then you put it in, you know, one place, and then you have a story, something that follows up.
like TV shows.
Yeah, that will be a higher level of, I think, storytelling.
So in the endings, again, I used a lot of references, using BTS themselves to wrap up and summarize what was going on in the whole video, because some people might have skipped through the video since it's very long. It's not always necessary, but it's also good to have a summary.
Like a 30-second summary to, you know, wrap up things, to remind people, okay, this is what I talked about. This is the value that I presented to you in this video, to remind them, okay, I actually watched a pretty good video. I learned something. I think this video is a very good example of a video in the K-pop category that's done right. People are curious about this. We answered the question. We went a little bit deeper into things other than just like Googling it. You know, we did actually call somebody up. So did you enjoy our video? Was that great? Was that an up or a down? I truly enjoyed your submissions, and I can't wait to see how great of YouTubers you guys become in the future. So please keep continuing to make videos.
So we'll see you guys next time on
Up
and Down.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.